Anthony, once again, you have saved your best performances for the biggest stage of all. You're so calm and so composed, and you love the long frame formats. Your game was made for the Crucible, and you're through to yet another quarter-final.
Thank you very much, Rob. Big credit to Jack. He really pushed me really well at the end there. 10-1 down. You could be forgiven for just kind of giving up. I don't know if he did in his mind. It didn't look like it. He just came back really strong, and he really put it to me there. And it was a good job I had the lead.
It was almost uncomfortable watching someone of his class so far behind. But as you said, great composure to go from 10-1 down to 11-8 was massive. And then, how crucial was it for you to get to within one of the line, having seen much of that lead eroded?
Yeah, it was 11-8. Obviously, if it went 11-9, it's just more momentum, isn't it? Although I was thinking, well, at least if it goes 11-9, we're going to have 15 minutes. You know, that can kind of change things. But of course, to go 12-8, it was a massive frame. Actually, I played that frame pretty well. I was in a couple of really tough spots. I had like a 40-point lead, balls everywhere, a couple of times, and I managed to dig myself out. And that was a big moment.
And your record is brilliant in terms of your consistency. This will be your third quarter-final in 4 years.
Is that right? Third
At the Crucible,
right? Okay.
yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like a top 8 finish. Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's brilliant. I'd love to go further. You know, like I have been to a few quarterfinals now, as you say, and once you start, it's nothing new. Like the first time I got to the quarterfinal, I'd have been delighted with the quarterfinal. You know, having never been that far before, but I'd love to go right all the way to the final this year. I'm going to be majorly up against it and see Jacques. But I'll give it my best shot, just like I've done against Judd and Jack, and see what happens.
He beat you a couple of times last year, last 64 of the Turkish Masters and then the European Masters. But yeah, and I'm sure he played very well for those 5-2 victories, same scoreline in both. But best of nines is completely different to best of 25s on the biggest stage of all. Do you read anything into the fact that he got the better of you a couple of times?
He's a world class player. You know, he can get the better of anybody. Yeah, he got the better of me, but I'm sure I have it within me to get the better of him. But it's just the way snooker goes, and he could easily go out in the 25 and deal with me with a session to spare. He's that good. It's another day. It's another match. I'll just play the balls as the way they lie and see what happens.
When we spoke after your previous round, you said one of the keys here is to play like you're enjoying it, and it seems as though you're able to do that where other people see the context and it brings them fear and it makes them nervous. You do genuinely seem to be enjoying being out there on a stage like that.
Yeah, I mean, how can you not? Obviously, when it's not going well, you know, you feel as though you couldn't hit a bundle with a banjo, you know. But you just have to somehow just be grateful. Really feel a sense of gratitude that you're there. This is what you're doing. There's a lot worse things you could be doing than getting beat a game of snooker. But you don't always get beat. Sometimes you win, and it's even better. So yeah, I think that's a good way to deal with it.
And it's funny because you're such a mild-mannered, modest man, and yet there is an element of you, I think, that enjoys or accepts the fact that you're performing because you're in a theatre where live drama, usually unfolds in two halves and people go out and have popcorn. It isn't quite like that, but it is live drama, isn't it? And so do you feel like you're performing for the crowd sometimes?
Yeah, well, I mean, first of all, you just try to play to a good standard because people appreciate a good standard of snooker. That in itself is entertaining. And I just said in one of the interviews there, you make a good point about we're in a theatre and snooker it's drama, and it's the best kind of drama. No one will tell me otherwise. I love it, and it's a shame I don't play in more theatres. I think snooker's perfect for it, and this is obviously the best of all.
Well, you will be on stage again very soon. Good luck in the quarterfinals, and well done tonight.
Thank you.